Well, welcome back to the Voice of Metal, where we talk about all things metal. And actually, I guess apparently I can go live on my on here on my phone, which I was having an issue with my internet. For some reason, it wasn't connecting. I reset my router, I reset my computer. I think it's back up and running, but I figured now that I know I can do this, I should actually can do this live at a concert if I want to. Actually, I think there are some few features that are disabled until I get 1,000 subscribers. So if you're not subscribed yet, please do so because that will help me do live broadcasts. And hopefully, maybe I can just talk to and interview people live from my phone at a concert so you guys can actually get to know them, see them, whatever. Maybe they'll talk to me and say, hey, I'd love to know more about who you are as a person. Just like what I've been talking about all along. Actually, I'm hoping that I can get a laptop later on and do it live in person, maybe at some of the concerts at meet and greets or whatever. Or maybe something special like before or after the show if they don't mind doing that. That would be cool. But most of it's going to be try to do Zoom calls is what I'm hoping to set up, which is why I was trying to update my system, and that didn't quite go so well. Because I have an older system that I thought, well, if I have a solid state drive that have a new fresh install with Windows 11 with nothing else on it except for the basic necessities like a browser to stream, OBS, and that's about it, I think. And it didn't quite work out the way I wanted to. I was doing some test runs, so I apologize for the little short blurps there. I still have a few of those too. Well, I did get a few little shorts on, and I found out with that I got a few new subscribers, so I appreciate each and every one of those people that did subscribe that actually saw my little video short. And I appreciate it because to me that's what it's all about. It's about the connection between people and getting to know the metal community and the people that are in the metal industry itself. It's pretty awesome. I think it's pretty cool myself. Um, oh yeah, I forgot about that shirt. That has some sentimental things behind that, but um, yeah. Anyway, my topic tonight is about the 10 essential bands that get you into groove metal. But, there's also some other stuff since there's only 10 on the list, and I don't think I put down 10 on the title, so I might change that. Um, the the other one I'm going to talk about is new metal albums that are coming out, or I think they're out right now, but I'm not sure, and I'll have to look at it and see. But anyway, since I'm going in everything in reverse, I have got my browser up with some of the list of the groove metal bands, so you'll have to excuse me for that. Um, because I've got it kind of set up really weird. I got my mouse way down low and my screen up over here to right in front of me where I usually have my camera at for my actual main PC. So I'm using this on that older system that I was talking about that didn't quite work out the way I planned on. So this is going to be interesting. Um, Let me see here. Maybe I can do this up here. Shimera is one of the metal bands, or I should say groove metal, or is it? Yeah, groove metal. Yeah, groove metal is a rather interesting sound from what I know. It's um, originated in the 1990s. Groove metal became one of the most popular styles of heavy music during the decade, so that's interesting. And there's a lot of different bands out there that are groove metal bands. I think not all of them, of course, but yeah, it's one of those things. But Shimera is one. Devil Driver. Now this, I guess, apparently Devil Driver was founded in 2002, which I didn't know. So they are not old, but they're not super new. So to me, anything from 2000 till now is still fairly not really new, but because it's like 23 years. But yeah, anything that's older than that, to me, that's like the old school. like the guys who got to start, the big boys, like Pantera and all those guys. So to me, all those guys, and actually Slipknot was around that. I think it was around 2000. I forgot what year they started because I could have sworn it was like 2001, 2002. Because my son was born in 2004, so I think that's about when it was. I don't know. Um, I'm trying to figure out how to do the chat because I'm not sure. I think it shows up on the bottom. Plus, I can add people. I don't know what that is. Oh, I can add filters. Ooh. Hold on. Now I can't get that off of there. No filter. Okay. Well, now it's not letting me go back. So much for technology, right? Start a poll. Okay. Anyway, sorry about that. I'm getting kind of used to this, so I'm gonna have to learn how to do this on the road or whatever later on. X Hoarder is another one. See, I need a kind of like a phone stand for this, so that way I can actually record and not have to hold it the entire time. Because 15 minutes of this might be a little bit daunting, I think. Forefathers of the genre, so they've been around for a while, came from thrash metal of the 1980s, injected with a heavily dose of sludge and groove into their sound that brought comparisons with the legends like Pantera. Interesting. So they're an older band. They're like before the 2000 era, which is kind of what I was talking about. Killer or Be Killed. I am not really familiar with either one of those bands, but who knows? They might be really cool. Um, a noteworthy addition to the list of coming from the 2010. So it's kind of a newer metal band, so that's probably the reason why I don't know them for groove metal. Um, be interesting. So far, nobody's shown up, so it'll be interesting to see if anybody does. Maybe certain individuals that I've talked to. Yeah, I didn't get to shave today because I got up late and I had an appointment right afterwards for my oil change. So yeah, I was busy. So it's kind of one of those days. Um, so it says here, no, I already said that already. Never mind. Lamb of God. Oh, 1990. So yeah, I thought they'd been around for a while. So the flagship of the new wave of American heavy metal umbrella term, Lamb of God, emerged in the late 1990s um, as Burn the Priest, with a promising yet chaotic debut before being renamed. So there's somebody I know that thinks it's a side project, is Burn the Priest. I go, no, 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 no. I've heard this like a lot of times. There's articles. There's more than one article that it's not a side project. They start off as Burn the Priest and they change their name to Lamb of God, which I think Lamb of God is way better. But when I first heard the name, I thought it was a Christian metal band, so it was like one of those things like white metal or something, but it's not. Um, or else I would have been listening to them a lot sooner. I thought a band called Lamb of God. I don't know. Now I like them. I love them actually. Lamb of God navigated the waters between groove metal, metalcore, and thrash metal with ease. And while some may consider their sound formula, it's unique to them, there's no denying the raw appeal of intensity of the classic like Ashes of the Wake and Wrath, with even their recent offering like the 2022s and 2020s self-debuted, earning compliments for their consistency of songwriting and strength. I will say that much. It's a really, really awesome band. I love their music a lot. And if you've never heard of Lamb of God, they are really good. I mean, those are the guys that I know for sure are really good. Sorry, I needed something to drink. Um, the other one we've got is Machine Head, which is one of my favorites. Besides Lamb of God, With a career that spawned groove, thrash, new metal, phases with it's hard to pigeonhole Machine Head as a particular genre, but their bounty roots, bouncy roots, have always permitted their sound regardless of the era. Okay, whatever that means. With one of the most celebrated albums of the 1990s, Metal with 1994 Burn My Eyes with Rob Flynn and Company perfected the art of distinguishedly heavy riff right from their debut. Okay, that's interesting. I didn't know that, but anyway. Um, Pantera is the other band, which actually I used to love. I don't know about now because of certain things. Because the brothers are not along. They're not in the band. So to me, I don't know if I consider them Pantera anymore. I think they should be called something else. Because to me, it's one of those things. It's like the guys that started the band are no longer there. The guy that's starting the band now is totally different. Well, same guy, except he's the one that didn't want the brothers to keep going with the Pantera name. Basically, there he was kind of crapping on them, and then all of a sudden he says, "Oh well, now that you're gone, I don't have to worry about it. So I'm not worried about it. You know, as far as that goes, as far as being playing Pantera songs anymore." They might have gotten permission from the family members of the two brothers that passed away. I think is what um, might be the reason why they're able to do that now. I don't know. Um, but they are definitely a really good metal band. Arguably the kings of groove metal, no one did it quite as well as Pantera in the 1990s. After recruiting the legendary frontman Phil, Phil is the one that makes it kind of, dropping their glam metal era because they were glam metal for a while and then they started it. And really, to be honest with you, Pantera, as far as groove metal, I don't know if I consider groove metal per se because it's a lot heavier than some things, but not as heavy as others. Um, it depends on how you look at it. Um, I don't know if it's dark or black metal. Not really. It's not really death metal, that's for sure. So I guess it's groove metal. I don't know. Or there's something else on it. It's Pantera metal, is what I call it. But who knows? Um, the one thing is though, one of my favorite songs that they have besides Far Beyond Driven and Walk is a great Southern Tranquil. It's phenomenal. And 13 Steps to Nowhere is like one of the best. I think pretty much one of the better songs that they've had. But not everybody believes that. I think, but I don't know. Still a great band. One of those things that definitely, definitely is one of those things that you definitely gotta enjoy. Oh, Prong. That's another good one. Prong has been around for a very long time. Back when I was in high school, which is cool. This is 1994. Oh, I guess they reunited in mid 2000s, which is kind of interesting. Which I didn't know because I know they have a new album, but I didn't think anything about it. It's kind of cool. They've been around for quite a while. Um, they got some really good music, really well known stuff. Now, the next one that I'm going to talk about is one of my all time utmost favorite metal bands of all time, besides, well, the obvious Slipknot and stuff, and ones that most people don't want me to talk about, but I won't say nothing to hurt their feelings. Sepultura is definitely the one that most, if not all, metalheads love. I think, besides Pantera, Slipknot, and all that stuff, but Sepultura is one of the best. And if you've never heard Sepultura before, you need to check out the old school with Max and Igor. I Yeah, Igor. Let me think. Wait a minute. Am I saying that right? Igor. Yeah, Igor. Igor Cavalera. I keep wanting to say Igor. It's not. It's Igor Cavalera. Max, I got to see them play live twice with the Cavalera Conspiracy, which, guess what? I am wearing the shirt. And they're re recording Beastly Devastations and Morbid Visions. That's what it was. And I got a lot of views from that. I appreciate you guys out there. So there must be a lot of Cavalera fans out there because when I talk about them or I have a title with Cavalera, everybody's watching it. So it's pretty cool. But Sepultura is the ones that's where they started from, and then later on they moved over. And for a while there, I didn't even know that they were gone, and I thought there's something different about the band. Well, I stopped listening to them for a while, or I just didn't know the band had new material out. So it's one of those things like, okay, I had no idea. So yeah, it's interesting. But Roots is one of their all-time best. Chaos AD, Refuse Resist was my very first song, and that's what got me from hair to not so much hair bands, but the Metallica era, and then into something a lot heavier. And like Biohazard was one of the other ones I used to listen to on Headbangers Ball and Metallica, no, on MTV. Sorry. Okay, now the next one is the groove metal White Zombie, which is definitely, I don't know what you would call. I call it like I used to call it psychedelic metal or something because he has some really wild stuff. The only thing is now it's called Rob Zombie, and I don't know what the hell went on with that. Sorry, my language. I don't know what happened with that. I don't know if they had some issues or some problems or what, but I don't know. Um, this is while many argue that the 1990s killed metal due to the demise of glam. Nothing could be further from the truth. The genre diversified electric variety truly blossoming through the decade. And if the band that was perfectly encompassed this would be White Zombie with their unique mix of groove metal and alternative noises industrial music. Um, Astro Creep 2000 was one of their albums, or one of the songs, but that's one of my favorites that I used to listen to a lot. Um, Dragula and all those, yeah. But I think that was Rob Zombie, not White Zombie. But you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, yeah, it's one of those that I really, really, really liked and really, really, really enjoyed. And I wanted to go see him live, but the tickets were so high that I said, nah, I'm not gonna mess with that. I mean, if I had like a ton of money, I don't know if I'd pay for it. It's hard saying. Okay, now we got something that's they want me to sign up for a newsletter for something. This is through Treble. 6 new metal albums to kick off the year of riffs. So let's see what we got here because I don't know what's on this list. Geist Generation. I have no idea. It's Guhts. So it's interesting. You know, I'm gonna go over here on the other side with my left hand. Uh, the resin tomb, so cerebral purgatory. That's interesting. Pretty awesome, I think. What do you guys think? Um, rejoice. All in the heavens, all in heaven's luck. I don't know about that for a title, but these are some interesting, weird titles and songs. The resin's tomb sounds pretty cool. Um, Dissimulator, lower form resistance. The front of the album kind of reminds me of the Borg or something. It has like cables that kind of resemble a face. Cables, wires, and bolts and stuff. I don't know what it is on the face, but anyway, that's what it looks like. Infinite Island, Obsidian Wreath. I think I said, yeah. Now that one I have no idea. It's one word. It looks like death hymn metal. All. Yeah, it says DDEEAATTHHMMEETTAALL. Don't ask me. That's the title of the song, the album, and I have no idea how to pronounce it. Something grid, Eliska grid. I don't know. It's a looks like Escape. SECQ Escapula. I think it's Escapula Grid. Is how you pronounce that. So that's some new albums coming out. I don't know what year this is. No, it says 2024. And that was January 31st. So that was just recent. So it's interesting. I don't know. I don't know if these are what kind of metal these are, if they are metal at all. Because the one album doesn't look like a metal album at all. But it's hard saying. Especially their logo. The one doesn't even. It has. It looks like a oil painting or something type style. And yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird. Anyway, all right, I'm already at 20 minutes on this, and I couldn't see it on my live stream on my computer. So at least now I know it's 20 minutes. So I will say goodnight, and I hope you guys are enjoying some of the stuff that I've been talking about. If there's anything else that you would like to know about or hear about, or if you're in a band, let me know. I would love to hear from you. Please leave me a comment, including any flattery if you want to, or to hit on me. That's fine. I don't mind. It's not that bad. It's funny. Somebody was saying, "Oh, I should keep it down to a minimum." I'm not too worried about it. I'm sure most people wouldn't care either. We're all big metal family. So, oh, let's see here if I can get this. It's on my old computer. What can I say? It's driving me up the wall. Um, yeah. Anyway, maybe later on, who knows, if I go to another show outside the state and do things, yeah, maybe I'll go do that. I don't know. Who knows? Oh, there is one thing I am going to try to do, and I'm hoping I can do it. Depends on finances and stuff like that. If I can, I'm trying to go to a satellite first to see if I can get it, but a satellite to go to the World Series of Poker in Vegas. And on, I think they're going to do it like starting July 3rd to the 17th. So if I can't actually do it, I'd love to see it live because I think it'd be kind of interesting to see all the people play and get to know some people and maybe talk to some people, especially after, well, if they're, I'm sure I don't want to bother them when they're playing, but afterwards, once they're kicked out, um, to see how tough it is, because there's a lot of people that, and I would love to do it because I love to play poker. Um, so anyway, hopefully this video is a little bit better. I'm standing in a shave today, but anyway, because I got around late for my appointment, so I had to hurry. Um, and we got a ton of snow. That was the other thing I wasn't too happy about. It's like, really, we got like snow that was up to my pant legs, so it's kind of crazy. So hopefully you guys are doing well out there in the metal community. And if you guys do go see some really cool concerts, let us know. Leave a comment to say I've seen this band or that band or whatever, and they were really awesome. And what was your favorite part about it? It's hard saying. It's one of those things that'd be kind of cool. So we'll see. Yeah. All right. Thanks for watching. Take care. Don't forget to headbang and like and subscribe those buttons out there because that means that we'll have more people, more things, and hopefully more real band member interviews. Um, if if and when I get the new system and I get everything squared away, I definitely am going to be pressing some people a little bit more about that and getting the what do they call it, Zoom calls set up to do that. I did get a video on how to do that, so we'll see what happens. See if I can get it set up. That'd be awesome. Um, Managing my time, that might be a little hard to get with them at a certain time. It might be some weird ass time. It's hard to say. So we'll just play it by ear. All right, thanks for watching. Take care and have a good night. And hope to see you again. Let's see if I can figure out how to turn this off.